by putting a loop on our hook. There's many ways you can do it. Just grab it and pull it like that. Then we're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet across in 4 of these. We're going to skip the first stitch closest to the hook and go into the second one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to repeat that, skipping that first chain stitch right there. We will repeat that for rows 2. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to chain 1, turn, just like you're turning the pages in a book, and we're going to go across one more time. So skip the first chain again, go into the first stitch with a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, chain 1 and turn. Okay, so now we're going to start increasing. So we're going to increase in the first and the last stitches. Okay, so we're going to do single crochet. So we're going to increase here, which means we're going to do 2 single crochets into this first stitch. So there's 1 and 2. Then we'll single crochet until we get to the last stitch. That's 3, 4, and here we are at the last stitch. So we'll do 2 single crochets into here. 1, oops, I tried to double, and 2. Then we'll chain 1 and we'll flip it again, and we're going to do that again. So skipping the chain stitch, go into the first stitch, we'll put 2 single crochets in there again. 1 and 2. Single crochet to the other end, to the last stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll put 2 stitches in the last, so we'll have 6. You should always end with an even number of stitches. So there's 5 and 6. Chain 1, and turn, and we're going to repeat again here, skipping that first chain. 2 here, single crochet across, two in the last stitch for an increase. There's 1 and 2. So we should have 12 now. We're going to continue working this pattern until we get a total of 22 going across. So I will meet you back here when you have 22. Okay, so then we're going to cut that off and just pull a tail through there. Okay, so then I'm going to go up here in the corner of the panty on the side that has the string where we started, and I'm just going to draw up where'd my string go? There it is. Do a slip stitch right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a single crochet in there. I'm not going to count this slip stitch as a stitch, it'll just be on the side there. So there's one. So we'll go across here. We'll do 4 single crochets, and I'm going to hold these tails in the back here so I can just kind of weave them in as I go. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. Over here will be 4. There we go. So now we're going to repeat basically what we did going up here, but we're only going to go as far as 14 stitches. Chain 1 and turn my work, and I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more row of just the single crochets right here. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, chain 1 and 2 and turn. Then we're going to start with our increases just like we did before. We're going to do an increase here, single crochets to the last one, and then we're going to increase until we get to 14 stitches. So we're going to skip the chain 1 again and start in that first stitch. We're going to do that every time. So there's 1, 2, and then single crochets, 3, 4, and then we're going to do an increase in this last one, so 2 single crochets, 5 and 6. That's our count for the end of that row. Chain 1 and turn. Start out with an increase again. So 1, 2 single crochets in that first stitch, single crochet across. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 in the last, 7, and 8. Chain 1 and turn. 2 in the first, 1, 2, single crochet across, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 in the last, 9, and 10. Chain, whoops, pull that a little tighter. Chain 1 and turn. 2 in the first. To make our increase, single crochet across to the last one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 in the last, 11, and 12. We should need 1 more row. Chain 1 and turn. 1 and 2 to make our increase. Single crochet across, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this will be our last one, 13, 14 for the increase. Okay, so now we've got 14 in the front and 22 in the back. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're going to go over here to the back. You can add a chain here if you want to. I don't want to. I'm just going to go into this first stitch over here on the back. Get that tail out of there. And I'm going to do a single crochet. So then I'm going to crochet, single crochet all across the back of the brief here until we get to the other side. Okay, we're coming up to this edge here. Let me go into this last stitch. Okay, so now we're going to go up here. I'm going up here to the corner in this first stitch. And I'm going to do a single crochet. There we go. Then we're going to go ahead across the front of the brief and just work single crochets in every stitch across. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So 14 across the front. So the next round we're just going to single crochet in the front loop only. And so what I mean by that is right here you'll see the front loop and the back loop. We're going to use the front loops only, like just this one, to work single crochets all the way around. So let's go ahead and mark with a marker this first stitch that we're going to do. Let's go ahead and mark that back loop so we know, whoops, I got more than I wanted there. So we know where we started. You'll be able to tell from the ridge too, but I'm just going to mark it just to be safe. So we'll know when we're all the way around. Okay, so in the front loop only, we're going to single crochet all the way around. So that's front loop there. Come up in here in the front loop, single crochet, front loop, single crochet, front loop. You see how each time I'm just grabbing the front loop, we're leaving this back loop because it's going to leave a ridge. You can kind of see already here where it started. So that's what it does when you work the front loop only. It leaves a ridge there. And we're going to use that as a guide for our tutu, the stitches that we're going to put our tutu on. So we'll just continue to work these front loops only till we get back over to where we marked it. If you're wondering why I have just one painted nail, it's because I just wanted to try the polish to see how well I liked it, how well it wore, and whether or not I even liked it at all. And I did like it, but I did it while my grandbaby was here, and she wanted to paint the rest of them for me. and I didn't want her to, so I just told her I was waiting till the weekend, which was a fib. But if you've ever seen your fingernails painted by a 5-year-old, you would know why. So around we go in front loops only. If I don't pay attention, I forget what I'm doing here. Front loops only. Keep going. You guys see my little crooked fingers here? Both my pointer fingers are crooked. It was from a, look at them, isn't that terrible? It's from a lawnmower accident when I was a kid. So I used to live with my grandparents on a farm in Nebraska, and they sent me out to mow, or Grandma did, sent me out to mow with a riding lawnmower, which I hadn't had a whole lot of experience in. We're talking about a farm now, y'all. So it was a pretty big yard that I had to mow, and so I had gotten up to a barbed wire fence, and I meant to reverse, and instead I went into a very fast forward gear somehow, and I flew through that barbed wire fence down the hill of the pasture. I hit a rock and I fell off. And when I got up and came back into the house, I climbed through the barbed wire fence and went in, and I told my grandma what had happened. And I told my grandma what had happened, and so nothing had been hurt. I did not have a scratch on me, except that both my fingers, I think, were sprained. How, I don't know, holding on to maybe the steering wheel or maybe reaching out to protect myself from the barbed wire. I'm not sure, because if you know a barbed wire fence, it's got 4 strings of wire on there, very sharp wire. So how I managed to get through there without hurting myself, I don't know. But Grandpa told me that I had torn the barbed wire off the post for approximately almost half a mile down the fence line. So that was a miracle that day. But anyway, it's come back to haunt me in my old age, because I now have 2 bent up index fingers. Okay, so here we're coming around to that stitch marker. So if you look here, you'll see the ridge from where we started right here. It goes all the way around till over here. So now you can see if we made it all the way around or not yet. So we've got a stitch marker right here marking that one, and you can see our stitches are going, you can see our ridge line. Yeah, so you can see our ridge line. So we're good, because our ridge line comes up here. That's not good. It doesn't quite match this. This goes down just a little bit, but that's okay, because when we do our tutu, it'll be fine. So now I'm going to slip stitch into this next stitch, chain 1, and I'm going to turn my work so that I'm going back the direction that I just came. And what we're going to do now is make that bib. So we're going to work single crochets all the way across. So we're going to skip this first stitch here where we did the chain, and we're going to work single crochets all the way across. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, that's 14, 15, then I'm going to slip stitch right here, chain 1, and go back again. So we're going into this stitch here and slip stitching all the way across again. It's 5, 6. It doesn't really matter how far that you want to take your bib back. I usually just take it to the side here and then slip stitch onto either the side one or one on the back. It doesn't really matter. We're going to decrease until we have 10 stitches across here. In order to decrease, we're going to do that in the first 2 stitches at each end. So we're going to go in, pull up a loop, go in, pull up a loop, and yarn over and pull through all 3. Then we'll single crochet until we get down to the last 2 stitches on the other end. I really enjoy this pattern. I think it's just a really cute, simple pattern to do. And it's so cute. The kids just seem to love it for their dolls. And it can be a swimsuit, the tutu, whatever you want it to be. Okay, so we got one more. Okay, so then we got 2 stitches left. So we're going to go into the stitch, pull up a loop, into the last stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Chain 1, turn our work, and go back. Let's start counting so we kind of know when we get to 10 stitches. So into the stitch, pull up a loop, into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now we're going to do the decrease. So we got 11. This will make 12 when we decrease this. So into the stitch, pull up a loop, into the stitch, pull up a loop. Oops, I dropped them all. It happens. Thing about crochet, it's easier if you drop a stitch. I think it's easier than knitting. Okay, so into the stitch, pull up a loop, into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So that's 11, I believe. Chain 1 and turn. Okay, so we're going to decrease here. Into the stitch, pull up a loop, into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and through all 3. Then we will single crochet down to the other end. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, well, that's too loose. 7, 8, 9. Okay, so then we're just going to do 2 rows of single crochet across here. I don't know what he wants. 1, but he's got a lot to say. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. He may be telling me it's time to go to bed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chain 1 and turn. One more row. 1, 2, so sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He may be looking for Minnie. Now you made me mess it up, so I got a little thing in here. Now I gotta go back. Okay. 8. I think that was 7, 8. I think she went outside. And 10. Okay, then we'll go back one more time. Okay, then we're going to chain 23 because we're going to start making the crisscross straps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. My little doll is sitting on my yarn here. 21, 22, 23. Okay, so then we're going to go trying to keep her strap from getting twisted, and we're going to go to the back side of our breeches here, and I usually go 2 back. You'll see right here where we did a little slip stitch. I go 1, 2 back from there. Whoops, let me get my yarn in the right place. A single crochet right there. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet all along the back of the brief until we get to the other side where we'll do our other strap. Okay, so I said 2 back from where the back starts, so that would be right here. So this is where I'm going to start my strap to go to the front of the bib on the other side now. So again, we're going to chain 23. So okay. So now we'll go over here, trying to keep everything so it doesn't twist. It's not the end of the world if it does twist. We'll go up here into this top tip stitch up here in the corner, because if you see, this one goes clear up. This one's clear up here in the corner. So we want it to look pretty much alike. So I'm going to go up here in the corner, and slip stitch. Okay, then we're going to cut a tail and draw up that tail. So if you look here, we've got our little breeches, we've got the ridge that we're now going to put the tutu on, we've got our bib front here, we've got our 2 straps that are going to go over the shoulders, crisscross in the back, and then they attach to the back of the brief here. Okay, so we're going to chain 3 right here. 3. Okay, so that's going to count as my first crochet. Then I'm going to yarn over, go through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, don't worry about this being stretched, it'll go back once you start working them all the way around. So we want to make sure we get our next stitch, so yarn over, because we're doing a double crochet, into the next ridge stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, work another one in that same stitch. Okay, 2 in the next stitch, yarn over, insert into the next ridge stitch, don't skip one, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, so there's 1, yarn over through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over through the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and 2. Okay, so we are coming up to where we started, so let me finish getting, okay, so let me do a couple more here. There's 1, 2, 3, that's just 2. Okay, so here's where we are ending and here's where we started. So all I'm going to do is just join up in the top of this first stitch here. I'm just going to do a slip stitch in the top of this first stitch where we started, and then I'm going to chain 3 again. Then we will double crochet right back into that same spot. Okay, and we will do the same thing around again. We're going to put 2 double crochets into each stitch all the way till we get back over here again. And doing this by putting these double stitches in here is what's going to cause our tutu to start being all ruffly looking. 1, 2, 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and work my way around, and I will meet you back up here when I get back over here to this edge where I started. Okay, so we're going to slide her into the outfit. We'll pull up the bib, and then we'll slip the little straps over her arms so they crisscross in the back. This is a lot easier to do it this way than to try to put it over their head, so it'll make the straps last quite a bit longer too. Okay, so here's our little baby. With her little cute outfit on. Okay, so here we go. We've got our baby doll. She's got her cute little outfit. Okay, so we're going to take our little doll here and slide this, get the front here. We're gonna open up the little straps that we have. I'm gonna slide it onto her little body, and we'll see how it fits her. This is, I don't know what size of an 8-inch doll, 10-inch doll or so. This pattern is made for a Baby Alive doll, but I can't show you that because my grandbaby ran away with my Baby Alive doll. So pull her little pants up here. There we go. Get her bib pulled up. Get her arms in. Oops. Okay, so we're going to slide her into the outfit. We'll pull up the bib, and then we'll slip the little straps over her arms so they crisscross in the back. This is a lot easier to do it this way than to try to put it over their head, so it'll make the straps last quite a bit longer too. Okay, so here's our little baby. With her little cute outfit on. Okay, so here we go. We've got our baby doll. She's got her cute little outfit. You can still see the yarn that I need to weave in, but it's just super cute and it fits her really nice. She's got this nice little bib. Here's her cute little tutu. There's her breeches. You can see how nice they fit her little bottom here. They fit her little bottom nice and cozy tight. This is also just a great pattern if you just want to work it up so high, just to make some little briefs for your doll. But underneath here, you can see where that skirt attaches. And if you want to look in the back, you can just see how, let me pull this down. You can just see, oops, her little booty butt a little bit. Could make that a little bit tighter if you'd like to. But here we got, see how those cute little straps cross in the back? And then we've got this little bit of pants here in the back. You can see where I did mine, like I said, one stitch from the front. I skipped one stitch and went into the where I skipped one stitch here, and then I just went to the back stitch. You can do that if you want to, or you can move it back even a little bit further if you would like to do that. Same on the other side, it skipped a stitch. So I think it's just a really, what is wrong here? But it's just a really cute little outfit for a doll. It's for a Baby Alive size doll. It fits really nice, I think. It's got the cute little tutu. You can make them any colors that you want to. I have this in green and white that I just did. You can see the little crisscross straps there in the back. Look at the little bottom, how well it fits. Her little crotch area. No peep shows here. I've also got another one here in, let me get it, in pink, which is really cute. This one is just all pink, with the tutu being pink also. one of the grandbabies wanted a pink one and another one wanted the green and white one. Either way, I think they're super cute. So thank you guys for joining me today. If you have any questions, let me know. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.